A new GPT Pro model has been leaked on the internet, and it shows it one-shotting projects that has over 7,000 lines of code, as you can see with this tweet. It's insane how quickly this technology is moving. This user is a trustworthy user. I get a lot of my news from this user, and it seems to be pretty legit. There has been a lot of talks of ChatGPT releasing a new model, and this seems to be the model in question. Honestly, it seems extremely good, and honestly, I think this model will cause mass layoffs, especially if they can release the model at a extremely cheap price, reasonable price in comparison to human labor. So let's see how that pans out. And then we have some more interesting news. ChatGPT uninstalls has increased by over 295% since Sam Altman announced that he will be working with the Department of War more closely and will allow the Department of War to operate their models with no guardrails. Sam Altman has stated that he will continue to add guardrails for his model, but um, there has been a lot of talks that this is simply PR, and he will allow the U.S. Department of Defense to do whatever they want with with the technology that they have with the open AI technology, and more than likely this includes autonomous drones and missiles and mass surveillance. It seems like there's nothing we can actually do about it. So, but this is interesting. It shows that some people are fighting back with whatever power they have, and they are uninstalling OpenAI, and this is bad for OpenAI. They are drowning in not debt, but they are losing money. So who knows what this can actually do? And this is a interesting video that I just seen, and it shows that large language models are not the only thing we should be concerned about. This video showcases a robot running faster than a human. Check it out. And finally, we have this Reddit post that poses an interesting question. Will we be entering a future where it's not about labor, it's more about capital, and the capital you have to produce pretty much anything that you desire? I would argue we are already in that type of environment, and more than likely it will continue to get worse. But he posed a pretty interesting philosophical question about the future of labor and the future of our economy as we enter a post-labor economical model. I think he actually asked some really profound questions. One question that he asked was, in the next 5 years, once senior software engineers, once AI catches up with the capabilities of a senior software engineer, will there be any new hires for a junior? And will there just be one human in the loop giving the AI agents task to do while he stays and gain more capital while the people at the bottom continues to struggle and try to find new ways to gain capital as well, as capital isn't correlated with human labor anymore. So he poses a pretty interesting question that I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this idea that we our labor doesn't correlate with wealth anymore. It's more about the capital you already have. So I'd love to hear what some of you guys got to say about this type of questions, and I think it's a um, really good perspective on how things are currently going and where they are likely going to end, and the questions that we will be asking ourselves is going to school actually important now? Do we have to study anymore? What would be the point of being ambitious in the future that we are making? It's a really good question that I have to kind of come in terms with as I got my degree in computer science, and I don't think that matters as much anymore. So I would like to hear what you guys have to say about it. But anyway, I am heading out, and I would love to see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe and like the video if you can, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.